going on, y'all? It's your boy Jay.
It's your girl ARayeNJay.
We are back with another video. I think it's pretty obvious what we're doing right now. We hiking. We're getting back into it.
We're back at it, y'all.
We've only been hiking for like 3 minutes. I'm already out of breath, y'all. Just want to get outdoors. It's the perfect time to get out here. We're at Lost Gold Mine Trail. And we're actually going to do the trail that has hieroglyphics. So, but we're also going to talk about, a couple of things, that we wish we would have known before moving out here to Arizona. And we're going to share that with you guys. Let me catch my breath a little bit and we'll jump right into it. We just want to incorporate some more hiking for you guys and also answer some questions and stuff that you may have, which we still understand that a lot of people are moving here to Arizona and they just kind of, want to know what they're going to get themselves into. Like I said, we want to share a couple of things wish we would have known before moving here, that maybe can help you guys with your decision.
All right, y'all. What's something that I wish I knew before moving to Phoenix? I wish I would have done a little bit more research on how many people were moving here. And it would have been easy for us to figure out that, at the time that we moved here in 2019, it was 200 people a day were migrating into Phoenix. We feel it now. We've been feeling it for a couple of years. It's very crowded. Even if you tried to move out to the suburbs, which the valley is huge, right? So you got to really move out pretty far. But even if you're in the outskirts of Maricopa County, it's crowded. And the infrastructure just hasn't kept up with the pace of the population and how fast it's growing. And I feel in order to get away from the hustle and bustle and all the traffic, you really have to move at least an hour outside of the city to get away from that. So we haven't gotten out of that yet, but I wish I would have known that. I definitely would have made me think a little bit more about the move here. We ain't going nowhere and I love it here, but it's definitely something that's annoying.
We've mentioned it before. It's extremely crowded here. Even if you move to Surprise, Avondale, Goodyear, even parts of Buckeye, Queen Creek, Gilbert, it's extremely crowded, and it's going to take you a minute to get to anywhere you got to go. So Ray just spotted this. Let me see if I can zoom in. This rock looks like it's balancing by itself. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So as you guys know, I've already lived here before. So I pretty much have to go back to 2006, 2007, which still implies today, right? One thing I wish I would have known before moving out here is how far everything is from each other. So when I lived out here, I lived in Mesa, East Mesa. My girlfriend at the time, she lived all the way out in Buckeye. For me to go see her, or vice versa, for her to come see me, that was a good 55 minutes.
Oh, what's her name?
So
I thought you heard you say that. Don't let him do that to y'all.
This was back in the day. Back in the day. If you're like me, I like to go to different places. I don't like to stay in one spot. So I like to go to, you've seen it in our videos. We like to go to Scottsdale. We like to go to Westgate. We've been up to Buckeye. Yeah, Queen Creek. We're out here. This place where we're at right now took us 40 minutes to get here. So just keep that in mind when you come out here and you want to experience different things and not just want to stay in your neck of the woods. It's going to be a hike, and then add traffic in on top of that. So just be prepared for that. Look how big this cactus is. Just so you guys can get an idea how big that cactus is. Yeah, it's pretty big. So I wonder if that means he got a big, you know what.
Don't do that.
You can see the hieroglyphics even better on this side. Like, they told a whole story over here. So what he said right here, he was just chilling, right? Watching the sun. And then above him, right here, he said a dog came and was chasing him, which was probably like coyote or something, right? So then he said he had ran. If you see this right here, oh, let me zoom out. If you see this right here, it looks like the north, south, east, west. So he said he ran west. And then he had came down to the bottom right here. If you see that, he said he found some fruit. And so he gave it to the coyote, and the coyote like ran off. We're heading on back. Ashley over here hurting herself. I'm like, don't twist your ankle because I ain't gonna be able to carry you. For our new viewers who probably haven't seen our older videos, I mean, it's still applicable, still applies. Some of my friends will even tell you the same thing. But the dating scene here. When I first moved here, I found it very, very difficult. And again, this is back in 06, 07. I found it very difficult to date here. Granted, I was young, but still, I still hear stories of, you know, the same thing that I was dealing with when I was here. A lot of people here are very opportunistic. So you will get used if you aren't vetting your people correctly. It's like I said before, this is like a little mini LA. The median age out here, I could be wrong, but last time I checked, it was like 38. So a lot of people are still dating. A lot of people are still young, and they're not taking dating so seriously. And I feel like it's because of, it's just a lot of people here and different options. It's really hard to find somebody that's faithful or not flaky. And that's another thing. A lot of people are flaky. So that's one thing I wish I knew when I came here. That's why I went back to Indiana and found this one.
You had to come back and get me.
I had to go back to Indiana, get her, and bring her back out. So I'm not saying it's not possible. Obviously, it is possible, but just know dating here is going to be a little difficult.
All right, so the last one, and this is one that would have made me think twice about moving here, is the cost of living. It just is so high. So Phoenix is 4% higher than the average in terms of cost of living. And when we moved here from Indianapolis, it was only 3% higher than Indy. Now it's a little over 8% higher. So, you know, we talked about how much the houses are costing out here. Rent is high, gas is high, food is high. Inflation hit Phoenix the hardest amongst like the US cities. I think it was at one point, it was like #1 in the nation for highest inflation. You know, you are paying for a lifestyle by living out here, and we love that. But you really just have to like determine, is money a priority, saving money, or is a lifestyle a priority for you? And then you can determine that before you move out here. Now, our salaries and income did increase significantly, but like we didn't know that was going to happen when we moved out here. So that would not have been something that we probably would have taken into consideration. But I do wish I would have known. I'm still trying to wrap my head around how much stuff costs out here.
Yo, so our hike is coming to an end. We're almost by the car. I'm gonna get up out of here. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, we do plan on doing more hikes. We're actually going on a hike next week. Bring you along there. If you have any questions or anything that we can answer, you already know the deal. Go ahead, leave them down in the comments. We keep saying this, but I think we're gonna end up doing it. We want to get back to the lives. Like I said, we are going full force back into it, bring you guys content, and yeah, this is just the beginning of it.
Thank you all for like all your support from the video where we talked about why we were missing in action. I really love and appreciate y'all so much, and I felt every one of them. I was crying reading all the comments.
Y'all had her in tears, y'all. So,
as somebody who actually is naturally really private, it took a lot to share that. So I appreciate y'all for for your support.
So on that note, until next time, we out.
We out.